Alright everybody, welcome back to Chapter 9 of our Star Wars FFG campaign, Lost Horizon. With us tonight for Chapter 9 is Raz playing Niko T'Challa, Wanderer playing Jaron Typho, Ghost playing the Sturgeon, and the ever-dashing Kalbala, being played by Rogue. It's only been a week since our last session, so I think Ghost is on a little bit of a timeline, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Forgive that I don't have an opening slide because there are some technical difficulties. Let's roll 20 before game time. Let's get started. It always seems to be night on Nar Shaddaa, but the smuggler's moon never sleeps. In fact, as Niko, Cal, Jarrus, and the Surgeon rise skyward, they can see the neon teeming hive of the city planet. It's been an exhausting, painful day. After all, fortune and glory doesn't come easy. In family, the ties that bind family are thick and inescapable, not unlike the ties that a hut may use to secure an unwilling victim. But I digress. Shortly after their incursion into the Neon Collective Chem Lab, our heroes hitched a ride on one of Gracchus's dropships. A Klatooinian turns to the party. The boss is going to be happy with you. Where to next? Future is limitless. There is the night, the streets. Then there is the single location, the cross-reference address that may contain the key to everything. And the scene, we'll say, is you're rising over kind of Nar Shaddaa in one of those hut dropships, leaving the chem lab behind you. There may be smoke rising from it, maybe like a green, hazy fume as you kind of rise into the air. And then I'll let you guys take it away. Slide for you.
What is the location that we cross-referenced? What was it called?
It doesn't have a name. It's just the location of. There's one single location where you remember you got the data pad from the kind of the human trafficker and kidnapper Simbada Thule, and that had a bunch of people she did business with. And then there's also the location that the surgeon was pinged with that may contain clues to where the missing foundling was.
So they're just coordinates, pretty much?
Yeah, it's kind of like GPS coordinates type deal.
Okay, so the Klatooinian who's asking us where to next.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kalbala's gonna turn to him and say, take us to these coordinates. And he'll show it to him.
Kind of turns around. Ah, got it. Be there real quick. That's only 15 minutes away. Down several dozen levels. North for several dozen more. And we'll be there. You guys have really done a great job. Gracchus is going to be quite pleased with you. Haven't seen your faces around, though.
We haven't been here for very long.
Well, you must have seen my face, Niko, legendary gunslinger.
Can't say I have, but I'll never forget it, Niko. Never forget a Rodian. That green skin. I always wondered if it was, wet and slimy or kind of dry and scaly, like... Can I touch?
400 credits you can. I am a luxury.
You drive a hard bargain, T'Challa. I'll have to maybe buy one of those Rodians down in the sub-levels and do it that way. Anyhow,
not the
buckle
same.
in, friends. We're going on a ride.
During the ride, Niko will turn over to the surgeon and go like, you still got, the good stuff, the injection, I'm kind of getting sleepy.
Yeah, the surgeon looks over to Niko and he looks through supplies. I do. You want a shot now? You want to wait till we get there?
No. I'd wait. Is that shit expensive?
No. I make it
Any-
myself.
You really? Oh, look at you. Maybe we become best friends, eh? What kind of side effects we talking about?
Long term or short term?
He thinks about that for a second. He didn't expect that. Both?
Short term, you remember, like last time. You get shaky, paranoid, a little bit jittery.
It's fine. That's not enough for you.
Long term, you're more prone to circulatory failure,
Oh.
respiratory failure, brain hemorrhages.
What about if I just like swim in Bacta? Does it go away?
I'm not sure. Didn't have much back to where I'm from.
Niko looks over to Cal and goes like, so about a Bacta tank for our ship.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
How would you guys like that? Install a back to tank? You know, probably back by the, I don't know, the converter.
Makes
Yeah.
space.
I
Don't
can
have to
set
be
up
pretty.
in there.
Yeah, Jaron kind of shrugs and says, "Well, I guess it's expensive, but
It's 1,000
Good.
each, but that guy over there, as he does the cling, cling, cling against the surgeon's armor, that guy gets shot a lot.
As he's saying that, I'm
Right.
actually injecting myself with a stem.
yeah." Jaron smiles and says, "Yeah, true. And if our healer is our medic is injured, then well, that's going to be tough on the rest of us." "Sure, I'm in."
That's 1,000 each from a supplier I know. Oh, sorry if you're not good with math. 4,000.
I'm just checking how much he's got. But,
Cal
I'm gonna
smiles.
be a bit short. Surgeon kind of leans back. Chair.
Cal smiles and looks over at Niko. Like a mischievous grin on his face. And
Niko grins back.
he's like, luckily, it would be good for you guys. Thankfully, energy blasts and missiles just slide right by me.
And some eyebrow jokes too.
Jaron kind of looks at the two of them and they exchange that grin and says, "So, 4,000, you say?
Yep.
What's the real price?"
He sort of looks. He looks a little shocked. It's almost like mock shocked, and he's like. He looks back. He looks at Cal because maybe Cal would know that it is 4,000. And he expects like, "You're learning quick, Jedi." He wouldn't say Jedi. That's dumb because there's a Clatoonian listening in.
Yeah.
He would say, "Yeah, you're learning. You're learning quick, Jaron."
Well, I've got a good teacher.
Nice.
And he smiles at Niko.
Well, matter of fact, it's 4,000. But when we get to whoever's selling us one, I'm sure we can negotiate a little.
Sounds
Gotta
good.
fill it with, Bacta too.
Yeah, that could be more expensive than the tank. But, well,
It's not that expensive. It's all right.
Huh.
Just just gotta change it out from time to time. Tell you what, he looks at Ghost. He actually licks his lips a little, a bit like a junkie. And he's like, Surgeon, since both of you don't actually own any part of the ship, what if I pay for Ghost's part of the back to tank? But and Ghost can use it.
You mean the surgeon?
It's on me. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the surgeon. Sorry, yeah. I'm looking at the name, speaking the name.
He's also known as the Ghost.
Exactly. Yeah. Totally.
That's the second nickname.
Because
it's fine.
he gets shot so much and can't get killed.
Yeah.
And then so he says, look, you can use my half sort of the back to tank, but I keep getting your good stuff for free.
I don't have a problem with that.
Nice. Deal. Cal, you heard it.
Cal's like nodding, and he's looking at his pad right now, actually checking the price of the back to tank. He's like, yeah.
And,
So Niko will say actually shake hands with the surgeon if the surgeon was
Yeah, he will.
offer hands, yeah, and then say, okay, 2,000, I'll pay.
Jaron says, yes, and he's sort of been checking his money, and he says, yeah, looks like I'm going to be short too. Perhaps I could pay to use it until I can pay for my share.
Sure.
That's all right, Jaron. I got you covered this time.
Jaron actually looks quite surprised and taken aback, and just for a second in his expression you see a hint of the old Jaron. That sort of innocence and just being pleased to see someone do something nice. But then he nods, and then there's just that his expression kind of goes back to what it has been for the last few days, and you realise now that he's walking around with almost just a faint sneer most of the time, and you hadn't really noticed it because it's not very marked. But when you see that contrast, it becomes obvious.
I think Cal would be smiling at first when he says, that he'll cover it, and he'll actually take notice of the look, and actually kind of linger on it thoughtfully as his smile fades, almost thinking about their influence upon Jaron in a negative way. But he kind of shakes it out of his head and goes back to the data pad.
If you do that, the Klatooinian just kind of does his best to politely ignore your conversation. The only comment he says is, "Looks like you boys have been living large. Just don't burn out. A lot of candles that are lit by Gracchus, they burn bright. Well, they end up in an incinerator somewhere." You take a hard port turn, and you guys feel your stomach just lift. And out the viewports of the dropship, you see what looks to be like an industrial district with spouts of a red flame jetting into the air, illumining the underside of clouds that are filled with soot, purplish, brown, sooty type smoke. Eventually you feel the velocity of the ship kind of go to a slow, and then it kind of clinks and lands, and the door opens. "All right, go get him, boys. Won't even charge you a taxi fee."
What's your name again?
My name is Killam the Eel. I've been serving Gracchus for a long time. Like I said, I'm one of those types that keeps my head down.
Good to know. Kilm the EO. He tosses Kilm. He says, "Look, any chance I can get your comlink in case I need a quick getaway at some point in the future?"
Yeah, sure. But like I said, quick getaway in these area is usually code word for blast bolts be flying.
Well,
I'll
that is
come
my
get you,
second
Niko.
name.
But we only just met.
That's no problem. I know how Nashada works, and he drops 100 credits in the guy's hands.
Okay. You're a reasonable Rhodian. Not many of you. All right, here's my comlink. And he kind of sends it over in your...
He says, "I learned from the hats." reliable driver, priceless.
All right, friend. Don't get killed.
Same to you. Traffic's shit, as always.
And you see the drop ship just zooms up, and there's those traffic lanes up in the sky, and joins one of those, and eventually you lose sight of it. You find yourself not far from your location at all, just down the quote-unquote street. Almost no light except for this kind of phosphorescent blue light that comes from overhead strips of aluminum glass. Here and there you see broken bottles. You even see a shattered scout trooper helmet at one point. You almost stumble over it. Seems to be a kind of a rough area as you get closer and closer to where you need to be. You see a door up ahead, and your comlink kind of beeps. The only thing you can see is a single guard who kind of seems to go to a security station for a while, and then he stands up, kind of paces back and forth. There's also a few security cameras that are kind of wobbling their electronic eye to the left and right, sweeping the area.
Does this guard see us when we're red, or we kind of like...
No, this is just quote unquote theater of the mind, but art is there for effect. Yeah.
Yeah, Niko will actually ask them, the other three, and say, so, recount to me again why we're here? What?
This is a cross-reference. Apparently, there was some missing... somebody from my people, and based on what we know about Calbala's sister, it's very likely this person who's involved might be here as well.
Oh, best case, we go in there and we find your guy and his sister. Yes, with Naismith.
That's the idea.
Okay, what about Chucky guy?
The wizard.
Might be
Yeah.
Naismith.
Possibly.
I still think he left with Petra, and someone else came to maybe clear up the mess. Who knows?
They are two separate people. The one who killed the slaver might be coming this way as well.
Right. So keep your eyes out, is what I'm saying.
Either way, we need to be cautious. But
And then he sort of like leans around the corner, and looks back and questioningly points his finger towards the guard and says, "Mikeli," which is Huttese for "I kill."
Maybe we talk first.
Okay.
Can Cal look up on maybe his data pad and find out where they're located, if what's around this area or anything like that?
Yeah. As you look in your data pad, it is a pretty remote area. There's not a whole lot around. Mostly factories, industrial type things. A few shipyards, and I say use shipyards loosely. It's just kind of factories that make these mass-produced air speeders that line the traffic alleys of Nar Shaddaa. A remote hideout's not remote if it's not remote.
Yeah. So mostly just warehouses and mechanic garages or stuff like that.
Yeah. While we're chatting, real quick, if you guys wanted to regain strain, you could do that with a roll. Unless you did it at the end of last session.
Yeah, cool.
And then I think we should
discipline.
Either one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And then and that's just a simple check, so I don't need to set a difficulty. And the other thing we need to do is to roll destiny points off of your sheets.
So I give us
Off the sheet.
I give us
There you
2
go.
whites and a black.
Nice.
Oh boy.
What? is that?
Damn.
That's a lot of
Cal,
strain
very
going.
good. 4 and 2.
Dang.
Cal just chills.
So cool. Cal is really cool.
He lit one up in the way over.
Damn.
Dang.
And I'm gonna add your extra dark side point here.
Thank you.
That will be 3. So 4 light and 3 dark. Nearly in balance. Alright. So
Surgeon's
Cal, yeah, he
good.
looks up. There's not a lot around. You see these cameras and this guard kind of walking back and forth.
Surgeon's gonna kind of peek to looking at this guard. Is he wearing anything like standardized? Like, so like he's part of like a corporation or something? Is it just like merc gear basically?
No, he's
tell.
not wearing anything standardized at all.
Okay.
In fact, it's almost as if it's gone to the point of being nondescript. Like he has a poncho kind of hanging over his weapons, and although it's clear that he's guarding this place, he's doing his best to seem nonchalant about it.
Niko will poke the surgeon and go like, "Hey, give me a dose. I can inject myself. You know, in case you get shot."
Yeah, I don't know that I can prime that, but he'll just inject you. Let's see.
He just as you're about to do it, he's lightning quick, right? He sort of like wriggles out of the way and says like, "Ah, how long does this last?"
It'll last long enough. You might need a second one if this lasts too long. So basically, mechanically, it'll last. Yeah, it lasts for an encounter. So you'd be good for this, and then if we got into another scrape weight, I'd just give you another injection.
He says, "Nah, I'll let you know. I'll stay close.
All right.
Just gotta time it right."
He does and looks to Cal. You'd be the one doing the talking, Cal.
Yeah, I'm wondering, should we stake this place out for a little while, try to find out who owns this place, or should we just go up and try to get in?
Sure, I can ask the locals. Some of you might walk around and find out if there are back entrances, sub entrances, top entrances, whatever.
We need to be aware, though, that time is a factor. Those we face seem to be moving fast.
Do you sense something?
No, not as such. It's more of a feeling.
Well, we are catching up, right? On the other planet, we were far behind. Here, coming up to the bar, we were days or hours behind. Then level 13, we were seconds behind.
We do seem to be right behind them.
I don't mind busting in. I'm a legend.
True. It's just that if the person who killed that woman isn't the same man that we're after, then, well, it's possible that he's being pursued as well. It's just one of a number of possibilities, but we need to be aware.
Okay, so if there's a wizard, you call it? If there's a wizard that needs to die, we all agree to go for him, her, it? Same time?
Seems sensible.
Overwhelming force?
Kill the wizard.
Okay. What's the go word? Cal, you good with the tongue? What's a good word?
You mean like a code word for
Yeah.
everybody to attack?
Yeah, I don't want to shout, "Kill that one," because then he knows we're about to just murder the fuck out of him.
How about it's go time?
Not very subtle, but I can work with it. Don't look at me like this. He looks around the other ones, everybody else. You're amateurs. I know how this goes. You don't want to tip your cards on our shutter. If you're about to kill someone, you better do it in the dark from behind them.
Surgeon looks at Cal. So if we can talk down the scar, maybe we can get in here without raising a ruckus. Or we shoot him down. I'm keen on either one.
Your show, he says to Cal.
Alright. I could go up and try to talk my way by him, but you guys be ready.
We are. And Surgeon has the damn application up, basically.
Oh, I got it. He's like about to go out from behind cover, and what's that game called out of character? Blinko? Is that what it is?
Thinking of Blinko Tech.
What is that game they
You
play?
think it was that?
game?
Sabak?
What's that?
Bingo?
No, like chess type game? Dajark?
It's a Star Wars game.
Sabak, Dajark,
Sabak. That's
Sabak.
it.
Because that.
That'll be the code word. And he like points at
Love
him.
it.
Sabak.
That's good. That's a good one. Because nobody else will be able to pull together what's about to happen.
Alright.
Do you want some backup? I make for a great looming bodyguard.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck yeah.
Just like old times. And he starts to walk out. Kind of like he has a purpose. No weapons out, of course, just sauntering over towards the guard.
The music is being a little funky.
Yeah, I was about to say. I also tried to do the Rhodian laugh thing, and I don't think it played.
Yeah. I have you should be hearing some music, but the like that Tatooine theme won't play. So
Yeah, it's stuck at
fine.
0-0. That's fine.
So what does it look like as you kind of go up and you catch this guy as he's kind of just crossing over through past the door? What does it look like as you guys approach him?
I'll get behind Cal wherever he is.
Yeah, Cal's just like sauntering up like he's supposed to be there, trying to keep a total cool about him. Just like it's Friday and he's coming to work.
Yeah, the guard kind of looks up and notices you loitering around. Can I help you, sir? We don't need any of your pushers around here. If you're looking for drugs or something like that, just go on down the street. I'm sure there'll be no shortage of junkies and other wasters of life you can push your stuff on.
Is it obvious to me what type of allegiance he has? Because Niko has a point in underworld. Like, sort of, is he a gang-related?
No.
Populated,
Yeah,
hike?
you usually. I would say that usually you would, and the information is the lack of information.
Oh, so he's wearing like nondescript random
Yeah,
mercenary
nondescript
guard
stuff. You can't place his accent.
Very
nothing about him. Nothing about him. See his gang.
Ooh, okay. That's the deep end of the
Yeah,
ocean.
don't even need to roll for that.
Yep.
So move along.
Cal's gonna stop for a second, like he got slapped, or something, and he just smiles at him. He's like, "Well, that's highly presumptuous of you, ain't it? Do I look like a drug pusher to you? I'm here to talk to the man. I was sent over by Machito.
Much a who? He says.
Machito.
I get paid well to make snap judgments, my brother. You're not passing the sniff test. And like I said, move along, or I'm going to put you down in the ground. His hand kind of goes down to his waist.
Look,
I don't know who Machito is, so you better start making some sense soon. It's going to be a hell of a lot of trouble here. Machito.
he kind of shrugs and he says, "Look." He like holds his hands out like he's not trying to be threatening at all.
Why don't you give me a check, and then we'll form the RP around that. So
Yeah,
what are you
that's
trying to do with this guy?
Because you are pretty charming.
Yeah. he wants to. Yeah, he's slowly moving, maybe towards the bribe pathway. But let me make this roll here.
Hang on.
Okay.
Dice pool. So what are you trying to? What are you trying to roll? Negotiate, charm. Is that what you're
Charm,
trying to
yeah.
do? Charm. Okay, let me check him out real quick. Dude has a discipline. Not gonna be too tough. Average check. Your difficulty is set.
All right.
I doubt may even ding even works. No, it does. One of the things that works. Oh no! It's a wash. So what do you say to him? Because he's just going to be nonplussed by it. How are you trying to charm him?
Yeah, he smiles and he says, "Look, I don't want any trouble. If you just let us in to talk to the man, it'll be very profitable for all of us." And he's like slowly moving towards the money, trying to make it obvious he's not going for his gun.
Guard kind of starts to get more irritated, and he looks at both of you guys. It's always something with you fools. Trying to get an angle, get in to see the man. He kind of holds up air quotes. I tell you what, whatever you think's going on in there is not going on in there. The rumors on the street, they ain't true, so just get the hell out of here before I put a bullet in both of your skulls. He starts to get irritated. You probably have more shot at this.
So behind Cal, Jaron will, surreptitiously move his hand and use the force to aid use force influence to aid a deception roll. And he's going to say, "Look, we're not who you think we are. We are people that you don't really want to be talking to like this. So how about you just let us through and we'll do our business. Your boss will thank you."
Nice. Alright, so roll your deception, and your difficulty is set.
Great, and then I can add a force. Yeah.
Add your force to it, yeah.
Okay, so I've got 3, and then I'm going to roll
Did you just roll it? Are we back in time? What is happening?
No, he rolled it. Probably not popping up for you yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'll just do an extra die. 1 force.
No, because I hear him set up the roll, but I've seen the roll.
Yeah, and I get a black die, which is what I need now. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect. So I'm gonna tell you what he says, and you kind of
4 successes.
make it very, very cool. He says, kind of looks at you, and this glazed look goes in his eyes, and he says, "Just this once. Maybe the boss can use a few street thugs like you for cover, if nothing else." And he kind of opens the door for you guys. Won't take too long. If you cause any ruckus, I'll be right in behind you to put a bullet in your back.
Wait, does Cal know that Jaron did that?
No, Jaron was behind him. He wasn't making it obvious. You heard him say it, but you didn't see what else he did.
Oh, okay. Cal will nod and be like, "All right, thanks." Cal will breathe a sigh of relief as if the guy's letting him in, and pass on in.
And Jaron will sort of nod to the guards in acknowledgement, and then as they go through the doorway, he'll say to the surgeon, deliberately so the guard can hear, because it's also kind of in character, he'll say, "You see, I don't always kill people."
Making exceptions now.
Just trying to do what's best for the group.
Hey, that was pretty smooth, Jaron. I could have used you a couple of times.
Well, my training was as a Jedi Shadow, and you notice actually there's a fleeting expression just crosses his face as he says the word Jedi, but then it's gone. And then he says, they have a tradition of operating undercover, so they learn some skills that perhaps others of their order don't.
So you mean like some kind of Jedi mind trick or something?
Well, I meant more the ability to. And he makes sure they're out of earshot of the guard, and says more the ability to deceive and to be subtle.
Yeah, I think once they get in, Cal's going to be very cautious, looking around, trying to figure out what's going on in here.
Lost connection to it.
Yeah.
You guys okay?
Think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, everything looks good.
You should hear that. Can you hear the tattooing theme or whatever?
I don't know.
No.
Music is just probably going to be fucked for everybody then tonight.
I could try
Probably if you refresh, it'll probably work.
Or break completely. One of the two.
Yeah.
Should have a screen change.
There we go.
Yep.
So if you want music, you can refresh. It's working for me if I did that.
It shows 0 out of 5 minutes now. Before it was 0 out of 0. But it isn't playing.
Yeah, you probably just have to refresh it, but
It's alright.
no big deal. Like I said, my GM style relies on cheap tricks. So you guys slip into this place, right? And this is the complete opposite of the chem lab. This guy just lets you in. The rest of you might wonder why, but he does, and he lets you in. Door shuts behind you. You find yourself kind of in a dimly lit corridor. The walls are steel. The floor is steel as well, but very dusty, trodden by boots. You see a lot of boot marks on it. And up ahead of you, you hear the soft voices of people talking. And they use the term people loosely. It's kind of guttural voices speaking in alien language. And they seem to be kind of a little bit nervous. You hear a few kind of high-pitched voices as they start to break into an argument. And from deeper ahead, you hear the something that sounds like an engine that starts and then kind of stalls out.
Does it incidentally sound exactly like the engine that fled from us?
It does.
But it was a random speeder bike anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it could be any speeder bike.
Yeah.
But still,
It's Star Wars, you know how it is.
yeah. Niko sort of nudges Cal and says, still following you, buddy.
Jaron starts walking confidently down the corridor. Not super fast, so Cal could get ahead of him, but Jaron's just walking in like he owns the place. He's getting a bit full of himself.
You don't see or hear anything except for the voices kind of down at the end of the hall. And then again, you hear a little bit louder shouting, like you hear somebody go, "Get off! Cut the engine now!"
Cal's walking up cautiously.
As you peek your head around the corner, you see what look like 3 guards, different guards. These are more heavily armed, and they all have blaster rifles, and they seem to be kind of training their blaster rifles towards the end of the hall. When you peek down the hallway, though, just in typical Star Wars fashion, it happens to be the time they're arguing with each other
Nice.
in an alien language. So they do not quite see you yet.
Is this room cleaned or cleared? Like, did we clear this room and that hallway?
Yeah, you look down there. The hallways don't seem to have anybody. It's almost like this place is
Just
being
open?
evacuated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Niko would not want to just have his back exposed to an unchecked room. Okay, so in that case, he would move over to that side.
Yeah, peeking back in here, does that look like it's got monitors set up for like security monitors, or is that what is that?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that would be totally reasonable to assume that. So what are you doing?
Yeah, I
Oh,
want to go
good question, Cal.
check that out.
Yep.
So yeah, you walk in this thing, and everything seems to be mostly powered off or on sleep. This kind of this dim green light fills the room, and even if you sit down in the seat, it's like warm, like somebody had just left it. And as you kind of run your fingers over the keyboard, they did a very poor job shutting it down, like they're trying to leave on accident, and like a command prompt kind of comes up on the screen. What are you trying to do?
I just want to see if this is it showing any security monitors or cameras or anything, showing anybody walking around inside this place, or
Do you want to access the securities cameras?
actually, I don't think Cal really knows how to do that, but he's gonna look over at some of the other guys. You guys know about how to operate this thing?
I could give it a look. Sure. And he'll come over in that
Surgeon's gonna
direction.
see if he can lock the door inside. If there's any mechanism.
Yeah, there's a mechanical lock on the inside. You can just seal it.
Yeah, he'll seal it.
And it like beeps and it turns red, showing you that it's sealed. Nobody's getting in, even the guy with the passcode.
He will actually unplug some of the wires too, remembering the orders they're plugged in. If there's anything wiring console, just to make sure.
Sparks fly as you kind of remove the wires.
Jaron's gonna also.
That way it's secure, and kind of looks over at Jaron. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and access the security cameras.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, and I'm going to use a dark side point to upgrade it once.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you when your difficulty is set. Crap, I'm getting the thing where it's hard to even open the character sheets. Here we go. Use dark side. It's going to be hard. It's going to upgrade once. You're ready to go.
Okay.
Fail, but 2 advantages.
Okay. So, I think, given the
The
situation,
reason you fail is because of that upgrade, and suddenly the screens just go, you get locked out of the system.
does it feel like narratively like someone was doing something active there, or does it feel more like I tripped something, or don't I know?
You want to spend the 2 advantages on that?
Yeah.
Yep. So narratively, yeah, it looks like there's somebody manning the security station, and they probably noticed there was an intruder and just cut it. Maybe they were going to get ready to cut it anyway. They noticed that everything wasn't completely off, and they locked you out.
Jaron will sigh and get up from the computer, and then he'll walk over, and as he walks past Cal, he'll say, "Well, someone knows we're here."
Oh damn!
Whatever we're going
Cal's-
to do, we should do it fast.
Did you get something for the advantages?
Yeah,
I use that information to.
I see.
Yep. And Niko, what you can see though, at the end of the hallway, you see one of the doors kind of open. 3 more guards step on, and then the ones by the door, they all have their kind of comm links up to here. They're they all power up their rifles.
I think the gig is up, y'all. They know we're here.
It's time.
Well, in that case, we could cover here, 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 and here. And then whoever comes around the corner gets murdered.
Let's do it.
What do the distances look like here? Let's see.
All that stuff would be one maneuver. Yeah, for sure.
No, I'm just trying to shoot with Niko at short range instead of medium range.
Hmm.
But I also don't want him to be at the front and everybody shoots him. Right, that's not his style. So let's say so Niko would say would quickly point out to the other three the cover points, and then would ask the surgeon to get stimmed right now on his way over to this cover.
Yeah, I'll use him. I have to do it in combat though.
Why is that?
It's kind of skill. See, it's one of the things that requires actions and maneuvers.
Well, that doesn't mean that.
You can do it beforehand. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
mark it before.
If we're in
Yeah, then we'll
storytelling time,
I'll do it.
is anyone taking this
Okay,
cover
roll
here?
for it though. See.
I was assuming the surgeon would perhaps because of close range can shiv people.
Let me see what I have to roll for stem. Average medicine. And then okay. Let me know my dice pool is set for the medicine roll.
Yeah, Cal's gonna.
For medicine?
Yeah, it's average.
Yeah, just give me a second here. I'm not relying on my macros to do anything at all because I don't trust it to actually run
Understandable.
with the connection problems. I did change the music, guys, if you want to refresh, but... Alright, second time trying to open a character sheet.
Man,
Alright, difficulty should be set.
It's even plus
Yeah.
one, whatever attribute you want. You'll take
Agility.
4 strain.
I take 4 strain.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So that's the knock-on
The
cost.
cost.
Yeah.
That's the cost.
Got it.
That's the paranoia.
Pushes me to the maximum though. I think,
It does.
which is nice.
So narratively, yeah, what happens is this first group just starts walking up this way. And they're kind of like, isn't this an evacuation? They start speaking basic now. We cleared this place out before the boss said it was time to go. And they get right here. You guys doing anything?
We spring the trap.
Nice. I will let you guys all go first in the initiative. I will just adjust it, and we'll start it off. It's gonna be vigilance for that, vigilance for them, and they will have vigilance as well. All right, roll initiative.
This will be based on cool.
Yeah,
For
cool
us?
for you all. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Cool's- Oh no, actually it's initiative. Nice, that's not bad.
Oh,
2 successes and an advantage.
initiative. Yeah, I should have done this.
One more person needs to go. There we go.
Yeah, sorry.
For 1 success. Oh, you let us go first anyway. You said, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna move just for the first round. I'm gonna let you guys all go first.
Nice. Well, for one strain,
I'm very, very kind.
for one strain,
Okay.
I'll buy myself an extra success to bump ahead of the 3-0 NPC. Because I'm at 2-1, and for 1 I can just buy a success, and it gets me to 3-1. I am the one that is currently at 2-1. If you want to edit it.
2-1, and you're gonna be 3-1.
Yep.
Sure, 3-1.
I think it's called Rapid Reaction to Talent or whatever it is.
Nice. So you're gonna be going to the top there.
Straight to the top. Thank you. That's all I wanted. My
Very
character's
good.
goals are done. Straight to the top.
All right. What are you doing?
Yeah.
If nobody else opens up, Niko will have both his blaster pistols, mean and green, ready and stun shoot them at short range. Because we haven't established these guys need to die, I feel like. So that's what he would just do.
It's time for Sabak.
No, it's not. There's no Jedi.
Sabak.
In that case, I mean, Niko would look around bewildered and go like, "Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?"
All right, take them out. Probably kill them all.
I don't know.
Probably stun them all. Oh, no, maybe not.
Wow. There's no
criticals.
difficulty. I think this can't be the correct roll because there isn't a difficulty.
Oh, I
didn't.
didn't. I didn't right.
Alright, because I don't want to cheat you out of a proper roll.
So I'll just roll difficulty real quick.
If this is medium range, then I would have to close to them. It says range medium in the roll itself, but I can only do a stun shot from short range. So we need to arbitrate that.
Okay, that's fine. You could have closed very easily. It's not a long hallway.
Okay.
And so that's what, just 2 fails?
Oh yeah, I see.
That turned into a miss.
Turns into a miss, but I have tons of advantages.
What do you want to do with all that?
I got
You guys all get to go first. I'm thinking these guys are still toast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll take 5 to recover all my strain. And then the other 3, 1 I punt forward to whoever goes next, and 1 I punt forward to my good friend Kalbala.
Cal Bala. Got a blue.
Because
And whoever goes
Niko
next.
essentially like steps out and starts going because the blaster shots sound funny when you do them on stun. It does the blue ring shooting thing.
Sure, be okay.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? Probably somebody besides Cal, so Cal can.
Yeah, I can head out.
So you get a free boost.
So did we agree we were going to be stoning them? Because if not,
Nope, we did not.
Jaron would
There
not
was
know.
no roleplay about it.
Okay, Jaron would not know then, and he just heard what sounded like a blaster going off. So he is.
On stun setting, to be very clear, it would be 100% clear.
Oh, is it that different?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Oh,
Instead
yeah,
of a red
it's-
blaster shot, it's like blue rings that come out of the pistol.
Well, he wouldn't.
It sounds
no-
very different.
Oh, it sounds very different. Yeah, because I was going to say he probably had the
Very
door
different.
closed, so
Yeah.
he wouldn't have seen it. Okay, so he will open this door, and then he's going to attempt to force push one of these guys, smacking into that wall, and see if he can knock him out.
Or their minions. It might be all of them.
Right. Oh, and I refreshed, so I just need to reopen the sheet. Give me a second.
So you want to use move. The good news is they're at short range for you, so you don't have to use upgrade for that.
Great.
And you have the hurl. You have the hurl upgrade, I think. So you're at least going to have to roll 2 pips in order to upgrade the size. To activate the basic power, then 1 to upgrade the size.
Right.
So you need 2 pips. You need 2 pips.
Ooh, okay, well, I'll try it. So let me roll dice.
And it's arranged. It's arranged using your discipline. So just make a discipline roll, and I will set your difficulty.
I'll try the force roll first, because if I don't get that, there's not any point. Oh, I do. I have to use 2 light side, but that makes sense because I'm resisting the urge to kill them. So I will flip those. And then you said discipline,
right? Yes, but I hadn't set your difficulty yet.
Ah, darn.
So I will do that right now.
Sorry, I saw a thing pop up saying the GM has set the dice pool. That's fine.
Oh. There you go. Oh, that's just a threat. So it takes away your advantage.
Okay.
So that's going to be pretty good. So you can flip both pips right there, Raz. I'm forgetting the rules there.
Yeah,
So
I will flip.
Does he have to use 2 destiny points then?
No, I think just I will
Just
look
the
it up
one.
after, but I think it is the act of turning them around just causes him strain, and costs a flip. Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
but that's 1 or 2. I don't think matters.
Okay.
So you use them, and so this is going to be not good for them at all. So their silhouette. What the silhouette is? What's the average humanoid?
That'll be 1.
Yeah, I thought it was 1.
Well, so it's 10. That's the 10 damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
1 times 10.
Can
so
I
it's 1
use?
times 10 plus the 2 successes. So it's going to be 12 damage, but then you have the triumph.
Yeah. So I've
which
got.
you use to kill one of them right
Well,
off.
I'm not trying to kill them though. I'm just going to see if I can knock them out.
Okay. Yeah, that one's knocked out immediately. If you would like to do that.
Yep, definitely. And then with the triumph, I'll see if I can knock a second out.
So it'll be 12. Their soak is 2. That actually, that'd be able to knock them all out.
Nice.
That'd be able to knock them out. Tell me what it looks like.
Yeah, so Jaron just opens the door. He just waits that split second for them to turn around and notice him, and they're just bringing their guns up. And he just pushes his hand out in the classic sort of pushing motion, and they all just fly straight into the wall opposite. They hit the wall about 2 feet off the ground and then just slide down unconscious.
It's all 3 of them, their heads, you just hear it's like a melon clapping against the wall. Clap! And we got the surgeon and Cal up.
Go for it if you want to, surgeon.
Yeah, so these are all dealt with. Assuming there's footfalls coming down the hall.
Yep. You hear them start to run. They haven't moved yet, but you hear them kind of.
I don't know if there's a delayed action for this system or not.
You can move and move again, though. I mean, you can move, shoot, and move back.
I'm kind of content with them to run into us, honestly.
Yeah, we could wait if you want.
I think Surgeon will.
I'm fine. I'll let you go first next round.
Yeah, I think he'll just kind of have his wrist blaster ready, aimed it around the corner, ready to go as soon as they show up.
Cal, are you doing the same?
Yeah. Is there like an Overwatch role or anything like that? Or
I don't think so. I'd have to.
No,
read
I
it
think you
again,
can.
though.
You could
Yeah.
ask the GM to push down your initiative to, I
yeah,
guess.
Yeah.
that works.
Since we're doing a surprise round, I'll just have you go right after them. So they would go. They would need 2 maneuvers to move. So they move to this corner.
Cool.
And so that would be back to the top. I'll let you guys go, and then we'll start the initiative proper.
So I was gonna aim. I will aim twice. Actually, use strain to aim the second time, and then I will fire.
Tell you. Let's hear it. You got short range now.
All set.
You are at short range. Nope. So short range, and then 2 blues. Now your difficulty is set.
All right.
It's hit. So 6, 7 minus 2. That's 5. Tell me what it looks like as you drop one of them.
It says they come around the corner. One peeks a bit too far around as they're running, and just blast one. And for the advantages, I will just go ahead and pass on blue dice to whoever's next.
So Kyle will get 2.
2 blue dice. I was just looking at this. The Dragoon Cavalry Pistol. That has a stun setting. Special. Is this right?
If it says it on your sheet, it does. Let me look.
I didn't check my sheet, but let me check that out.
No, that might not be in there.
Yes, it does. I looked it up on the internet. I just googled it. It has accurate 1
Stun
and stun
setting and accurate 1.
setting. No, should be fine.
Nice. I will fire.
The surgeon didn't give a fuck about stunning.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Cal's on the stun train. He'll jump around the corner and... Oh, they'll be okay.
Set the difficulty.
Oh, sorry.
So I think you're at medium. Let me just roll one more purple. So that's just what it takes away 2 of your successes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd really have 4 successes and 3 advantages. So with your 3 advantages, you could take out one of them automatically, and then the rest would be dealt with. That's like is what you would like to do. You can use your advantages however you want. So
that sounds good. Take him out.
What does that look like?
Yeah, as Cal goes around the corner, he drops down to one knee and clicks the stun setting on and fires a couple of shots. Hitting one and then hitting 2 of them with another shot. Both of them like tumbling over each other and falling into a heap on the ground in the corner over there.
With the blast ring out, you hear an alarm bell start to ring, and then you hear that motor finally kick in. You hear somebody go, "It's working! It's working!" And then down the hallway, the door down the hallway finally opens.
Oh no!
And you see kind of they're in cover. I'm just going to put them here so you can actually see them. You see another set of guards and a man, both kind of trained their weapons down the hallway at you guys. And you hear the man. He goes, "Hurry up! Get them out of here! Get the girls out of here! I'll cover you." You hear a man. You hear some like heated conversation happening that you can't quite hear the words on. And I'm going to add them to the initiative.
That's where the sound of the vehicle is, right down there where the guys are?
Yeah, down past them. Mm-hmm.
Remind me again when in the timeline this exactly is?
Dark Times. Basically, the timeline of that source book for what's called. Basically,
is this Luke Skywalker turned bad?
Luke Skywalker's still a farm boy.
Oh, he's still a farm boy. Okay.
Still a farm boy.
So this is before
Vader exists. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. It's before episode 4.
Yeah, let me add these guys to the init here.
Skywalker
Tiny Strike was pretty good.
No, that was a different.
That was Tet's campaign. Yeah.
I was just trying in my head to keep them apart.
Yep. The first NPC to go is going to do the exact same thing you did. They're going to hold their shots until you start running down that hallway, and you just hear them say, "Hurry! Get them out of here! I'll cover your escape." And I'll play him later. Next PC is up.
As an incidental, Niko will just go like, "Time to negotiate." Sort of audibly only to his people.
Oh, Cal's gonna like be really wide-eyed and shout to the others. He said to get the girls out of there. He's got my sister.
Yeah.
He looks like he's about to charge out there.
Do it. Yeah. I'm signaling sort of that Niko doesn't exactly know what to do, so one of the others will have to sort of keep.
Surgeon will take the lead. And,
You got the best car.
Start moving in.
Dang it.
He'll get to the how if I double move.
Well, as soon as you turn the corner, you're going to get a shot from him.
I know, but I might as well figure out where I'm going to go. So we'll go here and we'll do these shots. I'm probably going to double move. So I mean,
Okay.
but
Yeah, so
if I get really screwed up, I guess I'll shoot.
Yeah, he aims and shoots with his blaster rifle.
Forget 1 defense from the armor.
Should be added in. Let's see if it's. Yeah.
Hey! It made the difference.
You can tell me what happens, but then for your second move, you can get.
Do the terrorist guards get a shot as well?
No, they hadn't gone yet.
Okay.
The terrorist guard actually rolled like 1:1. So
he gets he about turns the corner, and as he does, the shot comes out, but It's one of those lovely ones that goes over the shoulder pad, so it just kind of ricochets off and goes up into the ceiling. And the surgeon stumbles a bit, thinking he maybe got hit, just reflex, but then he turns back and he raises his wrist blaster and shoots it down the hall back at him.
No aim.
I'll spend 2 straight aim.
Aim. He is a little bit behind cover, and your difficulty is set. Oh, wait. He got adversary 1 too, right?
Yes.
So it's upgraded once. All right, go. Hey!
That is a rare sight.
We don't like that despair, but we like the rest of it.
6, 7, so 4.
That could be anything. That would be fun.
So it takes 3 wounds. So
You
you
just
hit him.
introduced some drama.
Aiden killed Cal's sister.
Oh my god. Dale is actually Cal's sister.
She was dead already, I'm sure.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Now what you hear is you hear High Striker kind of yell out, "They're coming! They're coming! Just get rid of one of them. They're going to try to follow you." And then you hear this an explosion. And something happened off screen. You can't see what it is, but I use the despair.
Jesus.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
And
Yeah, that's it for me.
next PC. Where do you want to get? You're just shooting. Okay, you didn't double move.
Yeah, I
Got it.
stood your shot,
y'all cool with me going, or y'all want to go?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I go first. You go first. I go first.
Yeah, is somebody shooting at me if I fly out? I'm gonna
No,
use
no, they're not.
those boots.
Surgeon drew the fire.
Yeah, thank you.
Shit, you're right. The boots can reposition you at any range.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick their
Shit.
boots on propulsion boots, and
I am gonna make you do a pilot planetary to navigate down this
that's
narrow hallway in your flying boots.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you
That
could
makes
definitely
sense.
get to wherever you need to go, though.
definitely sounds logical.
And
Maybe
I
even
can,
heaven if you roll really badly.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard with a setback.
That's what she said.
Otherwise, you'll just kind of go down to the ground. Actually, let me make it a little fun. I'll use the dark side point. Did you flip your 2 from earlier there? Wander?
I flip 1.
I'm gonna flip another one. So you had to flip 2 of them.
I think I only had to flip 1, and I just take 2 strain. What Raz
Okay,
said.
you can flip both. Okay, got it.
That is correct. Yep. Flip
Perfect,
one and then
okay.
take as much strain as you change points.
Cool. Okay, I'll tell about your difficulty for the boot jump is set. So piloting planetary.
Is there anything I can use to bonus this?
Flip the light
Well,
side.
You could flip a light side point to
Yeah.
upgrade your chances.
Y'all cool with that?
Sure.
Sure.
I don't want you to be catch up on the wall.
All right. And do I just click on the destiny pool here, use light side, or?
Mm-hmm. Boom.
All right. And then the skills, pilots, planetary. Oh goodness, I need some help with that, definitely.
But I love that you're doing that because it's Cal's sister, so he obviously is a little more reckless maybe than usual.
Yeah, this session I just wanted to be
Perfect.
cool and fun.
Yeah. Here goes.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
Let's go, champ.
It's very stressful,
So-
perhaps, but
Yeah.
But you do
Just
manage.
give yourself 3 strain. You can land wherever you want.
freaking walls zoom by you.
Nice.
Tell me what it looks like.
All right. So yeah. Oh my. How far could I go? Could I go all the way?
You go all the way to the door if you want.
Extreme range, actually, which is 300 feet, 100 meters.
Yes.
Actually, that's the beginning of extreme range. Funny enough,
Can I
long range
shoot
goes
as well?
Mm-hmm.
because this counts as a maneuver.
I mean, if I could, I would like to fly through them, but
I mean, that's ballsy.
You can do it. I'll just add like some setbacks and stuff to your
But
attack.
it's like Star-Lord, right? Star-Lord flying
Yeah.
through a door.
Yeah.
You're just super badass.
yeah. So Cal, like,
Just do it.
when he hears the the mention of his sister, and he shouts it out to the others, he clicks the boots on, and starts to fly down the the hallway face first, and puts his dragoon pistol out in front of him and fires as he's about here, as he's trying to like fly through and probably slide, as he cuts the boots off.
You're gonna wait until you're a short distance until you shoot, I'm guessing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Try to slide like into the room, maybe with his boots, like kicking those boxes to a stop.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
You know.
Nice.
All right, your difficulty is set, my boy. I did add an extra setback because you're flying past him, and he has one for the cover.
Did you remove theirs for
well,
cover? Because arguably
you know what?
he can't be in
It
cover.
should
for
kind
both
of be a
directions.
wash. Should be kind of a wash. So yeah, it's just the one setback then. So go.
Nice. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Because that's a nice flank. Wow, you actually.
Nice.
Wow.
That's very good.
Nice.
So it's 8, 9, 10. So it'll take 6 of that.
Did you hit the guards? Did you shoot at the guards?
Yes, hitting the guards or high striker.
Oh, I shot at Striker.
Because Striker would have been a red.
We
Yeah,
can do
I
the
forgot
guards
to do it, so
if you
that's
want.
fine. Nope. Benefit will go to you. I forgot to upgrade his check. See, add an adversary, but that's fine. All right, sweet. So you fly past them, and he says, "They're behind us! They're behind us!" And who's next?
I guess I can go.
Yep. Jaron or Niko? Yeah.
Actually, maybe. Do you want to go first, Niko?
100%. Yeah, that'd be great. Because Niko would not abandon Cal. So you should imagine as Cal kicks on his boots, Niko would yell in Hati's "Baska!" which means "Let's go!" And then kick on his boots as well, and just do the exact same thing. Just follow Cal on boots of fire, blasting down the hallway as he does so.
Yep. Difficulty is set for the pilot check.
Nice. Oh, I almost rolled it off the sheet instead of the character. Skills.
Either way, probably. Okay.
Planetary. Interesting. Look at that.
Oh.
So it doesn't make the flight, but somehow something advantageous comes out of it.
Yep.
What if I don't make it through the door, but I pepper them with so many shots? I use the advantages to give them black dice because they're sort of under suppressive fire now. Because I want to suppress
I'd
Cal.
be totally fine with that. I can do it with both of them.
Yeah, one to one to the others, and so essentially, unfortunately, I don't manage to follow Cal all the way, but I get stuck in front of this door, right? Because I didn't manage to thread that needle, and then I shoot Dale and them if I can.
Yep, we'll do Dale first.
Should I? Yeah, and it'll be short distance. I'll have it swapped or flipped to stun still. I'll add a strain so I don't have to increase the difficulty for firing both of my weapons. Okay, let me know when I should click on him.
I'm gonna say his cover's gone now.
I mean, I am on the other side.
You were on the other side, right? Not by
I'm
Cal.
on the other
Okay.
side. It'd be nice.
All right, and then it's upgraded once to the adversary, so your difficulty for the attack on Dale is good to go.
Okay. So how do I add an aim? If I were to suffer 2 to do an aim maneuver.
I'll just give you a boost.
Oh, that's how that works. Okay, you do that on your side.
Yeah.
Okay. And then click my pistol, click on Dale.
Boom.
That's fantastic. Okay, so that will do a lot of things because I can freely reassign secondary damage as well.
So that's going to be 11, 12, 13, 14 minus the soak.
It is more than 14?
You have Pierce. You have Pierce too, right?
But additionally, I have the talent that adds 3 points of damage because I have 3 points of skill in ranged light to my first shot every round. So damage-wise, we're at 17 plus Pierce 2.
So, okay, I would kill him.
No, I'd stun him.
You'll stun him.
Thank you. Don't want to kill the guy because he might... Niko is tired of not being able to talk to people because they're all corpses. He wants to actually get some information out of people now. And then I'll trigger for 1 advantage the same damage on the group of terrorist guards. But that would be without the extra 3, so that'll be 14 with a Pierce of 2. Because he has, I think it's called Spitfire is the
So
talent.
12. At 12, that was stun 2 of them.
Okay, and then I will crit for 2.
Well, they're minions, so stun them all.
Perfect. So that I've used 1, 2, 3, and I still have 3, which I'll use to recover my strain.
Jaron, you're up next.
Okay. So Jaron comes out this door.
I'm gonna remove these guys from the initiative. We're still in it because there's other stuff going on.
Okay. And he comes out here and then sees there's no immediate blast of fire going on, so he just takes out his lightsaber, puts it in front of him, and just walks as far as he can. How far can he get?
If you're sprinting, you can get to the door.
He's just walking. He's walking at a steady pace and
You
keeping
just
his
under one
lightsaber.
move.
Yeah.
It's about right there.
Out there. Okay. And as he walks past the surgeon, he's still got his lightsaber in front of him. He's still keeping half an eye out, but he kind of looks down at the terrorist guards at the surgeon's feet. Sorry, the ones behind. He indicates the ones behind the surgeon and says, "Those ones are stunned." And then just gives him a cheeky smile, and then walks past down the corridor.
The surgeon.
Surgeon's gonna double move sprint as he is getting his knife out, so I could get to the door.
You can get into the room now.
Get into the room.
You're
Yeah,
just double moving is sprinting.
yeah, he'll double move in, getting his knife set. That's it though.
So you guys all move into this small room. No sooner does the surgeon step over the stunned bodies of High Striker and the quote-unquote terrorist guards, when from behind the remaining door, you hear another lightsaber ignite, and you hear the explosion. And then again, you hear that the whine of a speeder start to fire up. And who's next?
Is that this way?
Jaron's.
Or
Yes.
that way?
Yeah.
Jaron's calling out.
This way.
Jaron's calling out. Sabak time.
Sabak.
And you notice that actually he's been going through here with a little bit of swagger, but that all goes now, and he's looking quite tense, and he's kind of setting himself to face this doorway, and he's looking kind of not nervous exactly, but definitely tense and prepared, and not so sure of himself.
On a very quick glance, do any of the weapons look custom made? Niko has an eye for that. Customized or custom made while he walks by them?
No.
Okay, not even High Strikers?
That's a rifle.
Cool.
All these sounds, right? The laser, the car, the explosion, everything's coming from this door, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Niko backs you up. Oh, are we still in initiative?
You're still, yep, still initiative.
Sorry, keeping my token.
Yeah, Jaron will head for that door.
Cal?
I mean, Cal, sorry.
So Cal heads to the door.
I knew you wanted to be Jaron.
You get there, obviously, you see a red light blinking. Beep, beep. You try to open it, it's locked. What do you do?
Oh, there's a red light beeping on the door.
Mm-hmm. It's not locked, not anything. Don't read into it. It's a locked door. It's an explosion.
Yeah,
A red light beeping.
that's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh, I heard an explosion. Ah, bomb. All right. Yeah, if he can kick the door open or blast it. Yeah, he probably blasted.
All right. You could blast open the door. I'll let you use a story point or light side point just to blast it open. You don't have to roll or anything like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Great use. Ideally, you shoot a panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot the panel, door opens. Shoot the panel, door closes. It's just how Star Wars works.
Tell me what this looks like, and then I'll try and tell you the next bit of story. Let me open up the door.
Yeah, and I just gotta click the use light side point.
Yep, just click lose light side point and tell me what it looks like as you blast open the door and in a cool fashion enter into this area.
Yeah, because Cal is still panicked. He doesn't, he's thinking that he's gonna miss her like just by split seconds again. So he rushes from the boxes towards the door, just blasts the panel to open the door, and rushes in with his dragoon pistol.
There's a scene as you rush in with your pistol, like you're out of breath, and then the area is filled with smoke because it looks like these two speeders have just been disabled or something. There's a big wide cut across each of them. There seem to be leaking fuel of some sort, and then the smoke clears, Cal, and what you can see, you guys can all move your tokens if you want, so you can see. Hopefully, what you can see are three girls kind of piled on the back of an airspeeder, and then there's somebody at the helm, and he goes, "Hold on, girls. We've been having problems with this thing all day." And I will use one of my story points. Have this thing. What you see, Cal, is this thing just zooms out of the garage and just plummets straight towards the ground.
Can Cal scream her name before?
Oh yeah, incidentally, fine. Yep.
Yeah, he'll just scream Emma, and as they leave, see if he can catch eye contact with her or something. That's what he's trying to reach for. But
yeah, the dark-haired girl, or one of the dark-haired girls, kind of turns to you before they go over the precipice and disappear into the night of Nar Shaddaa. But there's no recognition in her gaze.
yeah.
But you can tell, that feeling you have with your kids and your family, that's her. And we will exit the initiative order now and tell me what you guys are doing. But I'm not going to let up on the tension. It's still time sensitive. And the smoke is blowing into the room you're in, and you're left with these two air speeders that
Bosca! Niko
Niko
runs up to Cal, fires up his boots, and flies right behind them. Essentially, just keeps following them at full speed.
Any one of them work?
Jaron rushes over to this one. Whichever one looks less damaged of the two, if either look like they could be possibly serviceable, he's going to go over and just lay his hand on one and try and use his force talent to repair it. It's really meant to just repair strain, but maybe we can flip a point.
Yep, use your talent, and I'll tell you if there's something easily
Surgeon
fixable.
will start trying to do more manual work on the one that has less damage to just rig it enough for them to use it.
Good idea. Manipulation, so I will roll that now.
Does it look like a lightsaber went through the engine?
Yeah.
Bastards.
Okay.
Any chance
no,
we
I'll
can
leave it to the
roll
surgeon.
on? Is there any chance we can roll chase rules for this?
I got something.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna move it along.
Because again, I can understand that I can understand that the surgeon and Jaron would stay.
Yeah, you're flying after him. We got it covered.
Okay, cool.
We got it covered. Yep. So if you flip a light side, there's something easily fixable on one of them. You can do quickly.
Nice.
And then you can tell me what that looks like. Maybe it's like a backup engine that just needs attached or something like that.
I think that's worth it.
Oh, could I propulsion
Try
boots
to do it.
catch it without that?
Yep, you could zip out right after Niko if you want.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, I'll start trying to fix this so we can follow.
Can
Mechanics.
I assist in any way?
Yep. So Jaron, you're gonna flip a light side to point it out. You can point it out to him, and then he's gonna have to fix it.
Sure, I'll do that. I'll flip that.
I'll try to fix it. Let me know whenever the
Uh,
difficulty's set.
So it's going to be hard. Well, sorry, ignore that. Alright, difficulty set.
And can I assist at all?
Yeah, give a boost. There you go.
Cool.
I'm not going to make you roll.
You hate to see it.
So it takes a little bit of time. She's going to be further behind. I'll let the Jaron get a shot at it as well, if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm going to skill mechanics, I think. Let's check. Yeah, no.
So you guys are still fooling with this thing. I'm going to change the scene here. Grab your tokens.
Cal runs up next to Niko as they're about to jump out. Aim for the bushes.
Token.
Aim for the what?
Did you ever see that movie? Oh God, what was it?
In that case, no.
The other guys. The other guys. That's what it was.
Oh, I see.
You remember when The Rock and what's his name jump off the building? Like they're gonna go after the bad guys, and they just jump off a building. They're like, aim for the bushes. Jump off, and it's playing that song. There goes my hero, and they just die. They hit the ground.
So harsh. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
This is very very dangerous, but Niko does it for Cal. Also, Niko's on stims, so whatever.
Yeah.
For his best friend and the drugs.
Exactly.
And for the glory.
We'll probably do a little bit of role play here. Let me see. God. I need to change the music.
Are you guys hearing the music?
I am not.
I'm not.
I haven't been hearing it this whole time.
Yeah, if you refresh,
There it goes. There it goes. I can hear it now. Good chase music.
That fanfare plays
Now it plays.
as you guys fly out. So there's this like scene of like a spear flying out and then plummeting towards the ground. Soon thereafter, there's a human and a Rhodian just fly out on their boots. The camera pans in, and there's a Mandalorian, and then Jaron just hunched over this thing, like, what do we do next with this thing? Try to get this thing started. All right, let's do initiative.
I don't suppose this counts as a scene change for strain purposes, does it?
Yeah, a little too close to call.
I thought not. Yeah.
Is this cool or vigilant?
Oh, cool.
Cool. That's not bad. Well, wow. 4-3 on the NPCs.
Yeah.
Why? Jesus. Yeah, no, can't beat that.
Looks like I have one PC that needs to go still.
That's okay. He can go first, but he
So,
won't be the one.
On an initiative check, is a triumph just nothing?
It's a free maneuver. It's a free maneuver before initiative
Did you roll that?
actually happened.
Yeah, and
With that triumph,
so did Cal.
I'll let you. You're so far behind now. I'll let you get that thing fixed.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, triumphant could also could
Yeah.
be something triumphant for the situation.
Yes, so tell me what that looks like. As they fly out, you think you're going to be left behind, and suddenly the motor goes. Zzz.
Yeah, so we're both arguing about stuff to do, and surgeons just sort of looking at different stuff, and then the camera kind of our view kind of zooms in on a small part of the engine, and then there's just a little coupling, and it just suddenly gets pulled in by magnetism and just clicks into place suddenly just by itself, and the thing just flares into life. And Jaron and the surgeon both look at each other like, did you do that? And then they just kind of like kind of shrug and jump into the speeder.
Sweet.
Nice. All right. NPC's going first. So there's going to be a lot of narrative here. Okay, so this is how it looks. This thing, the first speeder out, like if you look down below, it's just kind of like this busy area. There's this like giant plaza down below you guys. And it's just like going at like a perpendicular line almost straight down towards the ground with Cal, Bala, and Niko following them. At the helm of the speeder, the camera kind of zooms in, and this Jedi just ignites his lightsaber. You just hear it. And he says, Brand, take the wheel. You can drive one of these things. And she's like, yeah, I can drive one of these things. I'm not want to die in one of these things. He just kind of gives her a smirk. And what he does is just leaps into the air, kind of towards Cal and Niko, as they're all falling towards the ground. And Bran sees this plaza kind of coming up from the ground, and she desperately is going to try to not wreck these things. Emma, Petra, I know we just met, but it's been nice knowing you. And she's going to do a piloting planetary check. Let's see what happens. Difficulty for this gal. It's going to be hard. Yes. So this thing careens down through the down through this plaza, right? And there's a crowd there. They all just disperse, and you guys can see below you. This thing skids across. Finally comes to a stop amidst like a giant shower of sparks, and all the girls seem to be okay. For his part, Naismith Gerard is just kind of flying in the air in a free fall now as he faces Cal and Niko. And well, let's one of the PCs go.
Well, the advantage that we have is we actually have steering control. He's just free falling, right?
Yeah.
Like you could literally just bypass him by flying around him with a bit of maneuvering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Cal, you can take it first, or Niko. Well, I don't mind either way. I think this is more your character's story.
Yeah, that's cool. I think Cal will try to fire a stun at Naismith, because he's still thinking that this guy's the enemy for sure.
Really interesting.
But he's gonna try to get away from him. He's going after them.
Yeah, just fly a little to the left, get around him, because that guy's just free falling.
Like if that guy's, does it look like he's floating towards me, or
He's in a free fall, but relatively he's probably closed on you. Yeah.
yeah.
You're
And he's a
currently going.
wizard.
This is
and-
also Star Wars, remember, so there's a lot of this cool shit to do.
And you're going faster than free fall right now.
And he's a wizard, so Cal's kind of afraid of him. So he's gonna try to fire off a stun and try flying towards the ship. So whatever I need to roll to
Just do
fly.
your piloting planetary. It's going to be a hard check. No setbacks, and we'll see if you even get off the shot. Because if you fail this, I'm not going to let you get off the shot.
Okay, cool.
Your difficulty set. Nope. Take a strain, and what happens is you just are in your haste. You just gun it. You get a bead on the guy, and you see his lightsaber come across you, and you just fly past him.
Yeah, and he just totally loses, sight of him, and takes more concentration on just avoiding not getting hit by another vehicle that's flying through the air. It kind of spins and dives. That's it.
You want to stay hovering in the air, or do you want to like land on the plaza or whatever where they are?
He'd
they
probably stay
stop?
hovering.
Did they stop the car, or did they just make that 90-degree sort of not crash but keep going now horizontal?
No, they've skidded to a stop in the plaza.
Oh, okay.
Mm. Yeah. He'll land near him if he can.
Ooh, nice.
And kind of a hopeful look towards them, shouting for her again. That's pretty much all he can do. Emma, I'm gonna save you.
Who's next? Niko?
Oh, interesting. So you're not giving that a response. Niko isn't so narrow-minded about the situation because we've seen several videos and of sort of him. The clue there was that Emma walked out with Naismith on that video back at the Scout Pie, and it seemed like they might know each other, and she wasn't like forced to get out. So Niko will do his best to bypass Naismith as well to get back up Cal. So I will absolutely use that turn to maneuver essentially. But as he passes Naismith, he will yell at him. That's his sister! Family reunion!
Nice.
So I'll just roll skills, right? Skills, and then when you tell me, I'll click piloting planetary.
It's good to go.
Okay, click. There we go. Very
What do you want to do
nice.
with the advantage?
I'd like to land in a way near the other NPCs that sort of gives Cal at least a moment to get his message through to them.
Mhm.
So I think mechanically I'm giving him specifically a blue die. And for one advantage, can I notice something significant about the situation, or any of these people, or the plaza, the airspeeder, or as I pass the Naismith, I notice something interesting, like a piece of information?
Racking my head on this one.
Like, for example, as I land, do any of the women look like they're wearing slave collars? Or what are they called?
Okay, that's good. They all look like they're
you know.
worried about Naismith. They all look worried.
Right, that by itself is a good clue,
Yes.
right? To
Yes.
Niko.
They all look
Cool.
very worried about it.
But I'll land near Cal to back him up. That's it. I think that's all I can do, right? Or is there any more like skill? Is there a skill usage I can do, like trying
I
to
can't think
convince
of
them?
anything. You just have this big sweet landing, in the plaza. Everybody's dispersing. This is a very Attack of the Clones scene, it seems like.
Yeah.
All right. Boys in the speeder. You finally get it going. What does it look like?
Very clumsy. Neither one of them to drive. The surgeon just kind of flips it on and tries to bring it out of the bay, and then sees that they're going to have to careen towards the bottom and not crash. So he brings it out, and the whatever G-forces of it, he's moving it, it's thrown back into the chair, and he's going to try not to crash.
Jaron, what does it look like as you guys are just
Yeah.
coming out of this thing and going in like a perpendicular line towards the ground?
So
You guys can see them kind of like ants down on the plaza below, right?
so you come out and
And
they
you can
just
see the glowing of a yellow lightsaber as this Naismith
Oh.
jar is falling, and Niko and Cal kind of they fly past him.
Yeah, Jaron's main concern is they drop out. The surgeon looked a bit uncertain on the controls, and suddenly we come out and just plummeted at high speed. And as we're forced back into the seat, Jaron kind of looks over to him and says, "You know what you're doing, right?"
I'm finding out fast, and he's just trying to bring this up.
Piloting
probably-
planetary, and if you want for your turn to assist, I'll give him a blue.
I will probably use a Destiny
Once.
Yeah, I would like to not die.
You think you hear Jaron muttering, "I'm one with the Force and the Force is with me," quite a few times nervously.
We're gonna scare the good back in you. Yeah, what's up? Planning planetary. Oh jeez. Oh well.
Okay, so this is cooler. This is cooler. You're going to crash the fuck out of this thing. You guys are going to like Jedi fucking cool shit, leap up, do a somersault roll or whatever. You're not going to have to make a resilience check or anything. You're going to land unscathed. This thing's going to blow up behind you. Tell me exactly what this looks like cinematically. And you have a fanfare, rebel fanfare.
I've got something even better. They're about to crash. Like Surgeon is he's trying to kick everything up and get control of it, but he has never flown one of these ever in his life, and they're probably like third quarter of the way to from hitting the ground, and he's looking at Jaron and he's like, "I'm not gonna make it." And then as he's looking around, there's the ejector button. So he looks at it. It seems familiar enough, and he just slams it, and they both shoot out and like skid across the ground in their seats.
And if we can push it that far, then with a triumph, then as the seat skids to a halt, Jaron's been kind of unbuckling himself as it skids to a halt, and he's just going to do that thing where he kind of flips out of the seat as it grinds to a halt, and kind of lands on his feet and ignites his lightsaber.
Surgeon rolls and gets to a knee.
One moment while I take your tokens and move them over.
Superhero landings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of superhero landings going on here.
Yeah.
So what do we see from this perspective now? How does the scene look to us now?
I'll show you that. Let me throw a few things in here.
I think Cal's actually starting to get it a little more as Niko is going to land near him, I guess. But I want to wait to see what they have. Yeah, I want to wait to see what they're doing.
Get stuff arranged. You can take a 5-minute break. So as we ended, the surgeon and Jaron crash landed and just explosion behind him as they were ejected, and he careened across the plaza, eventually coming to a standstill. This is the scene you see. Niko and Cal land shortly thereafter, kind of falling on high, and landing with like a superhero landing. Is Naismith Gerard as he kind of lands between them with his lightsaber kind of at the ready. And well, we can talk incidentally, but we're going to keep the initiative order for combat if it happens. But Naismith doesn't do anything for right now. Kind of lands, and that would be his maneuver. And he says, "Stop, all of you. If not now, then when? Now is the time for words. Have you not seen this before?" He kind of takes his lightsaber up and we don't have much time, but I implore all of you, let us be. If not, I am willing to fight for what I think is right.
I'm here to save my sister, Cal shouts out. He's still got his gun up.
And turns towards you, his lightsaber as it crosses. Your what?
My sister, Emma.
Emma kind of walks over not towards Cal, but turns his attention towards him.
I've been trying to save her this whole time from slavers.
The mouthful of pretzels. Gerard kind of looks up. What are you talking about, man? I saved Emma from slavers. She's been there for years. She has no family. She needs no family. Emma, don't listen to the musings of this madman. A new Jedi Order will be born. We will take you in. We will be your new family. She kind of looks at Cal and... No. Gerard, let him speak. I sense something. Says, your gift is still naive and untrained. Ignore it. And Emma kind of continues to listen to Cal Baba.
Jaron at this point, he's walking towards him. He's got his lightsaber out, but it's down to one side. And he'll say, yes, of course, because the Jedi always have all the answers, don't they? He says, you shouldn't try and separate people from their families if they don't want it, Jedi.
I tried really hard to open his character sheet. There you go. Let me see something here.
Actually, while you're doing that, Jaron will model a little bit more. He'll just say,
Perfect.
He'll say, he'll call over to Emma. He'll say, did he tell you that the Empire have hunted down a Jedi? I was trained by a Jedi, and because of that I've lived for years in secret, in hiding, in fear. My master was taken. He's probably dead by now. Is this the life you're leading them to, Jedi? Are you intending to fight the whole Empire by yourselves? What, 4 of you?
Naismith kind of turns to his right where Cal is, and then he sees Jaron kind of walking. And it's just this almost demonic image because you have that burning thing behind you, right? The burning ship.
Yeah.
And he rolled 4 light side force dice, so you can clearly tell your darkness. Emma, Bran, Petra, it's as I feared. Prepare to defend yourselves. Trust nothing this one says. And I'll let Cal or the surgeon or whoever wants to make one last plea to Emma or the others before we'll start combat.
Yo, can Cal try to gather himself, and he takes a deep breath, and like puts a hand up to kind of stop Jaron from advancing anymore.
Yeah, Jaron's not closing on the Jedi. He's actually standing back.
He's trying to get away from the wreckage.
Yeah.
And because he feels like Jaron's gonna, attack him maybe, or
Escalate the situation.
yeah, escalate. The
Wasn't
situation.
me last time. Wasn't me last time.
Would never.
And
He seems to be enjoying taunting the guy. Actually, instead,
yeah, definitely.
He's quite angry, but he's holding it in, and he doesn't seem like he's advancing on him. He's got close enough to talk, but he seems to want to kind of vent some anger at him verbally.
Mm-hmm. And Cal can definitely tell this too, but it seems to have antagonized him a little bit as well. So he puts his hand up to kind of stop Jaron, and he's like, "My name is Cal Bala. I'm here with my father. We came looking for you. We came to save you. All I knew was you were captured by some slavers."
For his part, you see understanding in Naismith's eyes. Niko, you can see this as well.
Okay.
You could tell you're speaking the truth.
Yep.
But he also knows that seemingly you've thrown in with a dark side user. Emma, I sense it. Let me see if she senses it. Let me see if she senses it. Yeah, she does too. Do you feel this? She says, yes. Master Gerard, he's speaking the truth. I know he is. No one said that the path to the Jedi is an easy one, Emma, Bran, Petra. Let this be your first lessons. you'll be asked to make many sacrifices along this path. And family, well, I suppose it's a good place to start.
Niko
And
will
he's
try
going to attack unless you guys convince Emma, Bran, or Petra not to.
Jaron is saying, he is speaking in absolutes. I am offering no threat. We came to rescue you. Look, I'm standing back. I'm not planning to attack him. See who attacks first, and then judge. Listen to your brother, not me.
Surgeon, for his part, he just kind of steps. Fennec, it's time for you to come home too. You know where you belong. And it ain't with this sorcerer back. He gestures towards Gerard.
Oh,
All right.
We can Cal
So-
maybe roll charm or some sort of like skill check.
Yeah, we're going to do rolls, and then the role play will fit the results of that.
Nice.
So Cal, you can do whatever you want. Charm, I have to see what Emma's. Charm, surgeon, you can try to convince Bran somehow to do it.
let's see how this roll goes.
Let me. I can set your difficulty. Cal, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll bust out the charm.
She's not inclined to believe you, by the way.
I don't think leadership applies to what I said.
I think leadership would be fine. I think leadership would be good, and I think the Mandalorian would probably respect that. So I would allow leadership for sure. So let's do Rogue first,
Yeah.
and let me see what Emma's willpower is.
Is there any way that
Or-
narratively
or
speaking,
discipline,
Niko can
rather.
influence this? Does he add like a blue die to someone, or do we use coercion to keep the lid on
Yeah.
violence? Or,
You could definitely add a blue. What are you saying? What are you doing?
Yeah, even if he just like he steps back a little because he don't want to get cut by a lightsaber, but he sort of pleads with Naismith, who's obviously the guy egging them on. And he will tell him,
If you're a Jedi, I was told you should eschew violence. We fought hard to bring his brother over to her.
He just at least says to you, turn my newfound apprentices over to a servant of the dark side?
No,
Never.
him!
and he points, of course, he points at Cal, not at Jaron.
Yeah, and Jaron will say, no one here has any connection to the dark side except me, and I am not the one asking for them.
Nice.
Jared says, Emma, Bran, Petra. I have not survived this long without being wise in the ways of the world. Do not listen to them. They have thrown their lot in with the dark side, and that way lies ruin. Your difficulty is set. You do get a boost from Niko. Cal?
Nice. Do you not have a talent to re-roll or anything like that? Like a once a session? Ultimate Charmer or whatever?
He might have something, he might have something good. He might have something good. Look, let's try to recognize that. Convincing demeanor.
Remove black per rank of convincing demeanor from deception or skullduggery.
Actually, could I have given him an extra blue as well? Because I was trying to reinforce his arguments.
You can give me one.
Cool.
You know,
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
I'll let you use influence, Jaron.
maybe he just.
I've got to think they'll detect it and it'll make things worse, though, right?
They don't care. So what?
It'll just make things worse.
Use your power. What's good as power if you don't use it?
I'm trying to read all this. This is basically just a fail round.
Yes, fail through
You
advantage.
can still use the advantage to do stuff, pass things.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
maybe that's it. Maybe there's just not enough. He doesn't really have
You didn't have a connection with her at all.
Do
I
I?
don't think they sensed through the force that they're related. That's it.
And
Do-
and they're worried about Jaron, it seems, more than anything.
Does she know the father at all? Do we know that she has ever been with her father?
Oh, probably when she was a super little girl. Probably
That's how
thinks-
long she's been missing?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. Wow.
Probably thinks he sold her off into slavery.
Okay.
Bo, you said they sensed the
That's
dark.
that's why it was not an easy role.
Yeah.
You,
Jeez.
you said they sensed the dark side in me. Can I sense anything from them?
It's light side.
All of them, including him?
Yeah.
I will say to him, do you know you're being tracked? Our real enemy is not each other, it's the Empire. And, just after you left the spice den, right? Just after you left the spice den, the dark side user was there, not me. And he killed a witness before you could question him. We didn't see him or her, but they were there. I sense nothing of the dark side in you. So my only conclusion can be that the Empire is tracking you. You have bigger problems than us, Jedi.
I don't know anything about this dark side stuff, but hey, Jaron's an all right guy. He's been helping me, and Niko, and our
Mason
friend.
just cuts you off. He may be an alright guy, but he's also a fool. I never said I was perfect, Jaron, if that's what your name means. It was me that killed Simbarda, and she deserved it. And he draws his light side. He's going to attack, and lets the surgeon screams out the brand.
My thing, I already told she says brands.
Yep, you can make your leadership roll if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. Is it all set?
Yep.
Blue from
Blue.
Jaron, I think, is
Yeah.
what Jaron said.
Here it is.
It's alright.
Oh!
Cleveroni. He's like, check your chain link. You're Mando. She's like, okay, I am.
Yeah, you know where you belong. It ain't with this guy.
She kind of steps away from the other girls. She says, I'm sorry, Naismith. My heart lies with the Mandalorian and with duty. I will obey what of my order. And she brings up her pistol, and she's going to change. I'm gonna say this is her. I'm gonna remove the top NPC from the order. And I'm gonna roll her as a PC. She'll be on your side.
Nice.
Didn't roll bad.
No, it's pretty good.
4.
She has the same stats as Misa, right? I assume that's why it comes up as her.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have any other music to play, so we'll do Rebel Suite. Seemed to work for everybody. Oh, no, that one doesn't work.
That's okay. I'm imagining fantastic music in my head.
Oh man.
Yeah, whenever I refresh it, it always works. All right. PC's up. 4.4. He's going. This is just going to be a bloody mess, possibly.
Well, would like to advocate that Niko is one of the first 2 PC slots because I get bonuses against people who haven't gone in the encounter yet.
Yeah.
Is this but you describe Bo, you're giving us essentially the hint that there is sort of like a twitch, like something that gives away that combat has started.
Oh yeah, like Naismith, like you see like the ball from his feet, just he comes up, his lightsaber comes up in that ready position. Emma lifts her weapon. Petra lifts her weapon.
Yo, that's a standoff. I mean, okay, we're moving past the standoff, I guess, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, Mexican standoff, Mexican slaughter.
In that case, Niko will quick draw his blasters, like they just appear in his hands, right? Because he's like super fast, and he will just yell,
A fanfare.
Exactly. Yeah. So he yells the word "Sabah!" and then he kicks off. He kicks off his rocket boots and actually goes straight up. Sorry, he would shoot him first and then go up. Of course, that's the smart thing to do. Because can't be cut by a lightsaber when you're in midair. He's been thinking about how to not die to a Sith or Jedi. Because these are evil. And then... Are you setting the difficulty? I think it'll be short range with two adversary, three adversary. I'm not sure how high they go.
Yeah.
I think they only go up to. I think you can actually have them go up however high you want. To be honest.
Yeah. He is 3.
Nice.
So let me hang on a second.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
whenever I try to open character sheets, it just I have to open them twice in order to get them to open.
No, that sort of music isn't working for me with character sheets, are
Yes, absolutely. Character sheets totally work for me. Music does not.
So your short range will be upgraded thrice.
Correct.
Aim or no aim? Right.
I will do an aim, but I will use the talent column, which allows me to do not an aim to get a blue die, but an aim to shoot a specific thing. And in this case, I will shoot the lightsaber out of his hands, or I will attempt to.
Okay.
Potentially, I can still de-escalate it, but who knows? And I'll add. I think you have to add my blue dice, right? I have a quick stack talent, so 1 blue die for targets again that haven't acted yet.
Yep.
So it'll be an extra blue die from that. And then I'll suffer 1 strain to not upgrade to shoot with both weapons. Beep. That's done.
So it'll be difficulty set.
Okay, at this point, click my token, click the weapon, click on him, and succeed.
Pretty good. So
that is 3 plus 11 is 14, so 17 with PS2 on the first. And specifically, I shot his lightsaber, so maybe you figure out how you want to do that. Because then, based on how you describe what happens, I will then designate the second shot to go somewhere else or the same place.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're breaking. I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, you've got an electronic and getting cut off.
Yeah, I think Discord is crapping out for Bo. Anyone else still here and can hear me?
I can hear you, I can't
Yeah,
hear,
I can hear you.
can't hear
Oh,
Bo.
I can hear all of you fine, just not Bo.
Yeah.
We hear each other, but not you, Bo. And we'll just finish the whole thing via written text.
Play by email.
And let me just figure out. So 1 would be, I think, to activate a second shot with linked.
Roll 20. Rocking it. Rocking it these past days.
Hello.
Hey!
Yeah. I recognize I have to suffer 2 strain to not increase that, so I'll update that. Hello, Bo? Hello?
No.
Oh, looks like Bo's out again.
Oh, damn.
To be
Wow.
sort of hearing you, but electronic can cut off.
Can you not hear me very well at all?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, my
Now,
reception dropped to 2 bars for some reason.
Now you're good again.
now you're fine.
All
Yeah,
right.
now you're good.
All right. So I'm gonna let you shoot it out of his hand on the second shot. The first shot I'm gonna send story point, not let you do that. So use
So what
dark
happens?
side.
He just takes the damage instead.
Yeah. Well, he reflects the first one.
He reflects the first one.
Well, he'll be able to use his what's it called, advanced deflect.
So he needs to suffer. I thought that means he needs to suffer strain in order to reduce the damage by
He
X
does,
amount.
he does.
But I don't think he just completely negates.
No.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
So he reflects, and maybe it reflects and ricochets off into his arm or something, right? Like storytelling wise, because he still should get some sort of
So we'll
visible impact of the blaster shot.
improve reflect 4. So it's 3 strain, reduce that damage by 7.
Nice. So he takes 10 with a PS of 2, which is still significant.
Definitely significant.
And then
3
the
strain.
Oh, go ahead.
Yep. And so he's like, so what happens? He's just like deflecting this thing. The second one, it knocks his
2.
knocks his lightsaber out. Second would be 14.
With a PS of 2.
Yep.
But that one
So
went
if
straight.
he-
Again, straight for his lightsaber. I'm trying not to kill him, but if he forces me, then
How about it blows off that lightsaber hand?
yeah. I mean, that's very Star Wars.
All right, we'll say that
Very
happens.
Star Wars. Yeah.
So the first shot gets through.
If you want, I have enough advantages
Yep.
to make that sort of, yeah.
Deflects it, a bunch of bolts, some get through, and eventually just the barrage is too much, and just his hand that almost gets exploded. This lightsaber just kind of rolls to, not that far from him, just like down through here, and he's hand bleeding, kind of grips it, and he starts to have like this look of fear and anger in his eyes.
Can I go next?
Next PC's up.
Can I go next, guys?
I'm not done spending my advantages,
Oh,
and I think you want me to.
Oh no! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them.
Yeah, so I used 1 to crit, I used 1 to do the second shot, so I still have 5 left.
Let me crit him. Let me see what happens with the crit.
I thought I wanted to just narratively use it for having shot the hand off.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I didn't need to like kill crit him. And then as for my maneuver, I will then fly up in the air, right, and fly to medium range. I think is pretty safe.
Mhm.
And then I will get 2 to my best bud Cal as a blue die. And then another 2, who I will use to give him a black die on whatever he does, because he's so much under fire now. And I'll use 1 to recover. Actually, I'll use 1 for the next ally. Whoever goes gets a blue die also. So Niko essentially does his. I mean, that's what he's built for, right? He does his job.
nice.
Who's going next?
I'd like to open an object. Because what I want to do, as soon as that lightsaber drops to the ground, I'm going to try and use move and bring his lightsaber to me.
Very cool.
So I'm just going for that.
Remember to yell unlimited power.
You're in close range to him, so you do not have to spend a force pip to upgrade the range of your move.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's a silhouette 0, so basically if you roll a pip, you can pull up to you.
Nice.
That's your action.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. No cost. I'll do that.
No, you have to give me the feisty dark side cost.
So yeah, he so as soon as Jaron's been kind of was talking, and then Niko, as usual, acts like lightning. There's a yell of pain from Gerard as as the lightsaber blasted out of his now sort of crippled hand, and it drops, and immediately Jaron just reaches out a hand and the lightsaber just smacks into it, and then he ignites it, and he's got 2, and he just sort of calls across to Naismith and says, "Surrender. This is pointless."
Turn. Kind of looks at you. Never. I'll never fall to the dark side. Petra. Bran, go with your Mandalorian kin. I fault you not. But I will die here, and it may be with honor. He kind of turns, like clutching his hand, maybe even using his anger, and reaches up towards Niko in the sky, trying to just bring him down to the ground.
Nice.
He will do to your medium, right? Let me roll a force dice first. 2.
Since these are wizard powers, I will just disbelieve them.
Disbelieve doesn't work.
Oh,
Disbelieve
man.
doesn't work.
So
Wow.
he spends 1 to upgrade range to medium, spends 1 to upgrade silhouette, and he's tossing you down into this thing. You're up in the air. I have to do that. I think I have to do the ranged attack still using.
Either that or it rolls against my. Because it rolls against
It
some
might be
skill
better.
of mine.
Your discipline. It's against your discipline, actually. What's your discipline?
Oh, my discipline is the worst skill I have. It's just 1 green. Because
Oh.
Niko has no discipline.
All right, here you go.
Makes it a purple.
1 purple. He has to roll against 1 purple.
That's right.
So he rolls his discipline against yours. If he fails this,
Seriously?
worst Jedi ever.
I was about to say that would have been ridiculous.
10,
I'll take 5.
11, 12, 13. What's your soak?
Do those successes add damage? I thought that
Yes.
just means that he succeeds. Well, if it's
I think
if it adds damage,
for a hurl.
sure, then I'll take 8.
So you get thrown into this thing here. He will use the advantages to. He can give 1 to who goes next, and then give the other 2 advantages to Petra, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Same rules apply.
So he's bleeding. He sticks his bleeding stump towards Niko and makes a gesture, throwing him across the sky. He just clacks into this water tower or whatever it is. Emma raises her heavy blaster pistol towards Cal. Says, "I'm sorry, brother. Gotta make sacrifices." Fires at him.
Damn.
Blaster pistol. 1 solo to another. So it's gonna be that. It's gonna
Yeah.
be. She's gonna aim as well. Actually,
Cal-
she's gonna aim.
Totally shocked look on his face.
She's gonna aim twice. And she already has a blue, so that'll be 3 blues. So this could possibly not be pretty for Cal.
Yikes.
7, 8, 9. Target soak 4, so you take 5 wounds.
Oh, do I have anything that could help? What's sidestep then?
I think sidestep you had to take as a maneuver earlier, maybe.
Sidestep is a maneuver that upgrades all incoming fire for the remaining
Yeah.
until it's your turn again later.
Rapid reactions for a number of strain during
And I'm gonna use the 6 advantage. How many advantage? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 advantage.
And who did she
use-
just shoot? Emma?
Cal.
Not
Her
Cal.
brother.
She got
Her
she
brother.
shot Cal?
Of course.
Harsh.
Yeah, that's rough.
I'm gonna crit you twice. And then I'm gonna use the remaining advantage to give a boost to Petra. So roll 2 crits off of your sheet.
You can't double crit, by the way. The crits just get worse.
You can't do crits.
Sorry, I mean you can do a crit per round to an enemy.
Oh, I did not know that.
I would have loved that for Niko because I could just crit 5 times and it just kills people, but that's against the rules. Every time you pay for another crit, it increases the first crit by +10. The severity.
All right, so do a crit then, and then it's gonna pass a boost to Naismith,
Shoot, sorry.
and just
where's
crit
the-
yourself once then, Cal.
Where's the crit at?
I can roll it just for time's sake. But it's right. There's a critical injuries tab. I'll roll it for you. 32. It doesn't matter for you at this point.
Presence might.
Yeah. Fearsome wound. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Makes you scared.
That works. Totally. He just
It'd
like,
make you scared
totally-
if your sister draws a pistol on you. and shoots
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
come here to save her, you know, this whole time, and like, yeah, and it is totally like, you know, out of the blue for him because he is like, you know, shocked, even, and just looks over at her, definitely not expecting to see her pointing the gun at him. So he probably didn't even like get a chance to dodge or anything. It was just like blam. And he hits the ground.
Do you need the explanation of what fearsome wound is?
It's listed here.
Oh, okay, you got it. Perfect.
Yeah.
DC, I'll go in if no one else is. Cal, if you don't care.
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah, whereas this was a Jedi with a lightsaber a second ago, now it's a guy with one hand and no saber. So the surgeon is all about that and is just gonna get right in. I can cover that distance with one maneuver.
Oh, absolutely.
I will spend strain to aim incidental with the knife, and I'm just going for the kill shot on him. I'm not so interested in taking him alive.
Your difficulty is set. Oof.
I'll critical him.
4, 5, 6. You would take only one wound.
Pierce 2.
Oh, and so you take what? Another
3.
2.
Just 3.
Total of 3.
And then
You
I'll
wanna
do
crit him?
critical. Yeah, I'll crit him.
That's not a good one. Not a good one at all. So tell him what happens. He's knocking pro. He's gonna suffer a strain too.
Yeah, so the surgeon rushes up and he just kind of gets him in the ribs. He stabs him kind of in the ribs with the knife, and then he also will just elbow him hard, like to the side of the jaw, and not try to just knock him to the ground. He does, and he keeps coming towards him. But that's my turn for now.
Next PC.
Go on, Cal.
Cal can go or Brand. Brandon's on your side now too. Remember.
Cal is. Can I use my shield generator? What is it? It's a. Sorry, it is a shield remote.
Shield remote.
I don't know if that matters. How much damage did I take? I'm sorry.
You would have taken 7, 8, 9. So you taken 5 wounds.
And that's in red.
Yes.
Okay. Cal is. I mean, does it take maneuver to set that shield out? And does he?
I don't know. I'd have to look up and see what it does.
Okay. If oh. Actually, if he can move, he'll try to get cover, I guess.
Personal defector shield. No, I don't think that's what it is. It's like a remote shield. I think it's called a remote shield, right?
Yeah, I think we were looking at it like it's a. You set it down and it kind of emits a shield up to block.
There we go.
Now it's described as this remote is built as an armor plate on one side and sensors on the other, programmed to move between aggressors and their master.
See, I could let you set it up. Except for one room. Yeah, I think it'd probably be an action to set it up.
All right, And could
It's
I
probably
spend...
something set up before an engagement.
Oh, okay. All right. I won't do that then. Is it possible for me to just seek cover maybe over here and then fire?
You could also fire first from a shorter distance and then see cover.
Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah, as he like rolls up, in pain obviously, and shock that his sister just shot him. He is going to fire back at her with like stun
Damn. Oh, stun. There you go.
and try to get cover. So he shoots from here.
Looks like you got a boost. You gonna aim?
Yeah, the 2 strain.
Yep. Take 2 strain. And your difficulty is set. You got a pistol, short range, so it's only gonna be 1 purple.
You can do it. So it's a good pistol, and you got 2 blue dice. You could flip a chip if you felt like it. Haven't done that in a while.
Can we do that? You guys cool with that?
It's kind of
Do
important
it.
that you don't kill Emma, but she starts shooting you.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Use light side.
Yeah.
And here we go. He shouts out, "Emma, what the hell? I came here to save you."
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
That's 12
She's looking pretty
damage.
safe.
Also, your weapon does say accurate 1, which should allow you to roll an extra blue die on every roll, but I don't think you do.
That's cooked into it.
It was rolling a separate roll for that one point.
So I think you're missing 1 blue die.
Yeah, it was doing that. It's probably just
It's
slow. It'll
there.
probably pop up. It'll probably pop up halfway through the next turn. Natural one.
It's a special enhancement to the Roll20 API.
That's
Hey.
the extra damage. Now we're talking 13
So
damage.
8. Target so didn't have it set. Let me look at what she is. What I did
Start
for
thinking about cool
4.
things for your advantages.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. So she takes 9 wounds,
Stun, strain. She takes 9 strain.
9 strain. And she goes down.
Oh, nice.
Forgot to upgrade her for adversary, but hey, it's neither here nor there.
That's right. Dang it.
Don't worry about it. Goes to your advantage. So was it like as she does the Princess Leia thing?
Oh, she'll be all right.
Yeah, she'll be alright.
Yeah, so he jumps up, does the roll, Emma, I came here to save you. The stun blast hits her, just luckily right in the chest, square in the chest, and just sends her flying her back up against the speeder, and she crumbles to the floor, kind of dazed and out right there. Cal still takes off, seeking cover, and is kind of like shocked that she's that he fully laid her out, and he like peeking around, still like worried that she's hurt or something from the blast. And then he starts to look around at the others,
You still have 5 advantages.
worried about Niko too, looking over to Niko, and he's going to I'm going to do 4 of those to take the strain off. Can I do that?
Nice. Absolutely.
And then I'll throw some
You get an extra to Bran if you want.
yeah.
Give her a free boost.
Yeah, because we know she goes next.
There we go.
Smart.
She's gonna aim twice at Petra, gun her down.
But stun, shoot, or kill. That'll be interesting.
Kill her, man.
Oh my god.
She's a stone cold bitch. Exactly. See if that's working. Nope. Of course not.
Damn, roll 20.
Yeah, I feel bad for you. You're so well prepared, and now the tech just won't collaborate.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Short range. Oh, she's already got a blue. She's going in twice. So 3. It will be upgraded. Oh, Petra didn't have that adversary. And
Poor
not her.
Petra.
She might be smoked. It's not that tough.
Not a great driver either.
Faster rifle.
Oh
Yeah, she's
my
gone.
god!
She's gone. I'll let the other Mandalorian tell me what happens.
Petrified.
She's shooting at Petra.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You're
Fennec
a little
was
saved from the chem path.
Fennec was definitely ready to go no matter what it. So whenever the fighting starts, she immediately aimed down sights to Petra. Was that on stun?
No.
Oh yeah, she just blasts a hole in Petra's chest. Just drops her. Cold-blooded. She is definitely killed before.
Nice. Last species up. Oh, that was her. That was her. Top of the round.
It's up to whoever. I'm kind of
we
in a
as,
mood.
as a group should like sort of what would be like the nice finish to Gerard, right? What would be the best finish?
I mean, I'd like to gut him. But,
Oh my
I mean,
god! Okay.
Yeah, not the biggest fan. This might be the surgeon taking out some anger he feels towards Jedi or Force users right now, having to put up with Jaron's sass for the last couple.
Proxy Jedi.
Yeah, proxy. This is close enough.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, so I'll double aim. I'll spend strain to do it.
Yeah. And so essentially, we imagine the surgeon that keeps shivving him as he's prone.
That's what we're going for.
Oh, by all means, yes. Please go. I don't have to have Niko go first. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm going.
All right.
Yeah, so
Go set.
we'll go for the stab. Let's see. I have.
Mandalorian finishing off a Jedi. This has ever happened.
I have something for this. I will suffer 1 strain for frenzied attack to upgrade the attack once.
All right.
So that's 1. And
The light
he's
side.
got points, so I'm just gonna flip a light side point too. Or I'm gonna flip a point too. Destiny point.
Upgrade it twice. Your difficulty set, son.
That was underwhelming, but
Still 6 though. Pierce 2. Yep, you got him.
oh, he's
He
got it.
he was about
Oh
there.
yeah. So the surgeon, Gerard's maybe trying to like hold him off with the one good hand he has, but surgeon just kind of knocks him out of the way and just kind of goes into him this 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times, and then just looks him in the eyes to see the light leave, and then he just leaves him there, just pushes him on the ground. He mutters some wizard, and he puts the knife back in his holster.
As just a couple of seconds after that happens, just a short pause after that, after the body thumps to the ground, Jaron will announce to no one in particular, to everyone in general, can I just say that I haven't killed anyone since we left the Spice Den? And he just kind of shrugs and has this insufferably smug look on his face as he turns off the 2 lightsabers and puts them in his belt.
My sister shot me.
Are we back in narrative time? Or are we still in combat
Almost.
time?
Yep. Narrative. So yeah, the combat dies on. You hear is kind of very low at first, but almost very loud. It starts getting crescendo louder, like something's coming closer.
It's not her fault,
Oh.
Cal. She was under the thrall of that Jedi. They are insufferably arrogant. They believe that their teachings tell them everything they need to know. with time and care, she will come back to her family.
Niko, you alright?
Yeah, and from the other side, you see the surgeon just helping Niko up, and Niko is like jamming one of his stim packs into his arm, and he sort of looks past the bulky armor of the surgeon, quickly scanning for more danger, and then locks eyes with Cal and says,
Fuck yeah, I'm a legend!
How much does the stim pack give you back?
5 the first time. Each time after that's 1.
One less?
Yeah, 5 the first time, then each one after that. And
Oh, okay.
session, I think, is 1 plus.
Anybody else going to slam a stim pack in real quick?
Good. Surgeon will. He will gather some kind of evidence. I don't know if we've got like any kind of way to photo. The same way I was clearing the bounties, basically. And he'll walk over to Fennec and. You made the right choice, Fennec.
I
We'll present that what he has of the Jedi being dead.
was
Take
wrong
this back.
to whisper. I was
Okay.
wrong to whisper to his whisperings. Well, you promised a better life. In hiding in the depths of Nar Shaddaa, there's no glory in it. Can you
Not
promise me that?
And the surgeon thinks on that. He looks to Fennec. I don't know where our people are going to go, Fennec. But with them, he gestures over to Gerard's dead body. He would have just gotten you killed. Go back to the Enclave. He gives her the evidence of the Jedi being dead. Take this with you. You helped kill one of the old ancient enemies. They'll welcome you back. And whatever happens to the clan, family, our future, you're part of it.
Odds. Cowbella, a roleplay.
Cal just goes over to his sister, disarmed, and make sure she's alright. Yeah, he's gonna make sure.
Yeah, she has a strong pulse. Her eyes flutter open, and there's a look of recognition.
And he just says, I'm glad you're alright. Don't shoot me in the back again, alright?
She starts to try to talk and then loses consciousness again. Niko, anything?
Yeah, Niko would have walked up to Cal as the very first thing after he stims himself, and put a hand on his shoulder and say,
You alright, buddy?
Yeah. All good.
How about her?
I think she'll be alright.
Alright, let me check the speeder. Maybe we have to make a quick escape.
and then he hops to the speeder and works on it.
Jaron, anything?
Yeah, Jaron walks over to the body of Naismith Gerard, and he, as he's walking over, he's still got this kind of smug, arrogant grin on his face, almost a sneer. But then as he looks down at the body, no one's really looking at him at the moment, but, just in that moment, as he looks down at the body, just for a moment, he just looks really sad. And then he kind of shakes his head slightly, and the kind of arrogant look comes back, and he says quietly, "What was the point of that, old man? Was that worth your life? Jedi code led you to nothing, to death. What a waste." And then he shakes his head again.
As you say that, Jaron, you sense an overwhelming dark presence, and that sound coming over the buildings, over the skyscraper, gets louder and louder. And if you look up, it's almost like a shadow, like a bat's wings. Shadows loom over you guys. and this giant shuttle starts to descend, and rappelling down are 3 black armored troopers, and then standing like on the bridge, on the ramp, kind of just floating down with the force. Somebody with a red lightsaber. They ignite it, they extinguish it, they give a slow clap. Well done. Well done.